There once was a family who eventually decided that they wanted to have kids. So they did. When the kids were about 4 and 6, they decided to split up. Them splitting up caused a lot of problems, mostly because there was no second parent adoption available at the time, or in some cases still to this day. There was 2 mothers, the biological mother and the non-biological mother. The non-biological mother was not legally protected and to this day doesn't get to see her children, has no say in their lives, even though she brought them into this world along with their biological mother. This is very common to happen in a lot of LGBT relationships that end in divorce. So, what is second parent adoption? According to NCLrights.org, second parent adoption is when a second parent can adopt a child without terminating the rights of the first parent or the biological parent. According to LGBTmap.org, 56% of couples live in a state that doesn't allow second parent adoption. So, and there's only 16 out of the 50 states in the US that allow second parent adoption. In the past, children have only actually been allowed one parent of that sex at birth. So, parents and children can be protected through second parent adoption. They can be protected through custody for the parents, parental decisions, and as well as the legality issues that come with children. So I was talking to Robin Kirkham, a family lawyer, and she was telling me about some of the issues that are going on with custody that she's dealing with currently, not specifically in the LGBT community, but with quarantine going on, some children are having to be quarantined, and she said that, you know, parenting agreements and divorce decrees are all being not met. But this is a case for a lot of, it's very common for a lot of these LGBT families who don't have second parent adoption available to them. They don't have to share parent time. If the biological parent doesn't want to share the child, they don't have to if the other parent isn't legally protected. This would also go along with visitation. The first parent didn't have to grant the second parent visitation rights. So this can be hard on the child and the parent because they don't get to see their parents, or they don't get to see their children. Next would be parenting decisions. So according to HRC, parenting decisions, parents should ask each other questions about how the child will be raised. Where will they live? What religion will they be? What school will they go to? These decisions, if there was a separation and with no second parent adoption available, the second parent would not be able to have a say in this child's life, how this child gets raised. And that can be really saddening to many people. Next is legality. So for this one, AmericanProgress.org states that medical decisions and hospital visitation rights can be not granted to a second parent or a legally unprotected parent. The parent wouldn't be able to make choices about what happens to their child, which is very sad. This also goes with taxes and insurance. In my personal stories, my legally unprotected mother was unable to add me on her insurance. She eventually had to go through a bunch of these hoops and figure out who she needed to talk to, and eventually was able to get me on insurance, but it took a lot, and it shouldn't have to, but because she had not had the option to adopt me as a second parent, she was unable to do this easily. So to review, second parent adoption can protect parents and children through custody, parenting decisions, and legality. I've run into many issues in my life that could have just been solved if second parent adoption was available in Utah.